Welcome back to Sports Corner. Glad you can tune back in. I've got my notes ready, so let's get into numbers. All right, everybody, this is a Week 10 preview of the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles, and this is a series where I dive deep into the numbers, all right? So let's start with total offense. The Cowboys are 14th in the league with 336.1 yards a game, while the Eagles are 10th in the league at 377.1 yards a game. All right, passing yards per game. The Cowboys are second with 254.1 yards. And let's not get this mixed up. The Cowboys are behind a lot, so they're getting the opportunity to do a lot of passing, and teams are laying back on them while they're passing, and they're getting a lot of completion. So these numbers are skewed for the Cowboys. Let's not forget. Passing yards, the Eagles are 20th at 202.4 yards a game. Passing touchdowns, the Cowboys have only scored 12 touchdowns passing, while the Eagles have only scored 10. Rushing offense, they're 31st. The league, Dallas is at 82 yards a game, while the Eagles are second in run offense at 174.8 yards a game. Rushing touchdowns, Cowboys only got 3, while the Eagles have 14. Scoring offense, the Cowboys are 20th in the league, while the Eagles are 11th scoring offense in the league. Total touchdowns, the Cowboys have 16, while the Eagles have 24 touchdowns. Red zone, the Cowboys are 31st in the league, while the Eagles are 15th in the league. All right, and the percentages, Cowboys have a 45.5%, and the Eagles are 56.7% chance of scoring in the red zone, okay? So that's a very big number for the Eagles versus the Cowboys on that. So we'll keep an eye on that. Third down conversion, Cowboys are 19th in the league, while the Eagles are 12th. The Cowboys convert at 37.9%, while the Eagles convert at 39.4% on third down, all right? Let's talk about total defense, all right? Dallas is 27th in the league at total defense, while the Eagles are third in the league, okay? Yards per game, Dallas gives up 364.8, while the Eagles give up 290.1. Touchdowns allowed, Cowboys have given up 26, while the Eagles have only given up 16. Passing defense, 18th in the league for the Cowboys. The Eagles are 7th in the league. Passing touchdowns given up this year, 13. Dallas has given up 13 passing touchdowns, while Philly's only given up 8. All right, rushing defense, Dallas is 30th in the league, while the Eagles are 5th in rushing defense this season. And we all know the Cowboys cannot run the ball or they cannot stop the ball. So this is going to be ingredients for the day. All right, so also scoring defense, Dallas is 31st in the league. They don't score much on defense anymore like they used to. Philly is 9th in the league. Look at this. Red zone. Dallas Cowboys defense is 32nd in the league in the red zone at 76.9% chance that they're going to score on Dallas in the red zone. While the Eagles are 6th in the league at this category, and they only give up 45.8% scoring while their opponents in the red zone, okay? So these are factors that Cowboys can't deny or have fact that they're going to get their butt beat today because they can't stop the run. They can't stop a team while they're in the red zone. They don't know what they're doing. It's a terrible thing, okay? All right, so let's talk about some individual stats for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys. Let's start with Jalen Hurts, quarterback. Jalen Hurts has completed 150 passes out of 215, which gives him a 69.8% average. He's got 1,774 yards. That's 8.3 average. He averages 221.8 yards a game. His longest throw for a touchdown is 67 yards. He's got 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's been sacked 21 times, which seems like a kind of high number for Jalen Hurts this year. And his QBR rating is a 46.7. Like I said, he's got 11 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and his rating is an 86. For Cowboys, Dak Prescott, he's out. He's out for the season probably with a torn hamstring from the bone. So they're going to surgically repair that. And we'll talk more about injuries here in a little bit. But Cooper Rush will be starting for the Cowboys, which it don't matter who starts for the Cowboys because quarterbacks are not good. The quarterback position is not good in Cowboys. If you're a Dak Prescott sympathizer, then I feel sorry for you because he's not the answer for the Cowboys. The Cowboys need to take this opportunity, lose the rest of the games and draft the quarterback. We'll talk about that more. Let's talk about rushing. Saquon Barkley is a beast. I don't see how the Giants got rid of him, and I don't see why the Cowboys didn't try to pick him up. But he has ran for 925 yards this year. He's got a 5.9 average per rush. His longest is 65. He's got 6 touchdowns. He averages 115.6 yards a game, and he's only fumbled the ball once. But that's not the only problem the Cowboys have, because they also got to stop Jalen Hurts from running the ball. Jalen Hurts, as a running back this year, he has 322 yards. He averages 3.7 yards a game. His longest is 23. He's got 8 touchdowns running the ball, a 40.3 yards per game average, and he's fumbled twice. The Cowboys are going to get run. You're going to see a lot of running today from Eagles, and they're going to run all over the Cowboys. Wide receiver individually, the Eagles have Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith has got 7 games played, 35 receptions. He's also have 47 targets with a 473 yards this year. Listen now, he's got a 13.5 average, 4 touchdowns. His longest touchdown catch has been 46 yards. He's got a 67.6 yards per game. But the bigger number here is he's got 164 yak yards after the catch. Same with A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's played a couple games less this year with injuries. He's only got 23 receptions out of 34 targets. That's a 444 yards. This season, he averages 13.5. 3 touchdowns, 67 longest pass for a touchdown, and he averages 88.8 yards a game, and his yak is 136, all right? So what about the Cowboys receiving core this year? The leading receiver has been CeeDee Lamb, of course. He's played 8 games. He's got 53 receptions on 64 targets, 12.5 average, 4 touchdowns. His longest is 65 yards, 82.5 yards a game, which is not good enough. He needs more, Dallas. He needs to step up. But he does have 277 yak yards. So yards after the catch, 277. CeeDee Lamb can make things happen when he has the ball in his hand, but it's hard to get the ball in his hand when you got a quarterback who overthrows, who throws short, or a backup quarterback who doesn't belong in the league either. All right. Jalen Tolbert for the Cowboys, another receiver. He's got 8 games played, 30 receptions, 40 targets, 353 yards this year, 11.8 average, 3 touchdowns. His longest is 48 yards. He's 44.1 yards per catch, and he's only got 62 yak yards. Yak yards is very important. Yards after the catch for receivers. If a good receiver can get yak yards, they can make him a lot better and make his team a lot better and can do better things for your team and run different plays. Let's talk about defense. What about the Philadelphia Eagle defense? Well, they're led by Zach Braun, who has in 8 games he's got 52 solo tackles, 27 assists, 79 total tackles, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. While Nakobe Dean of the Philadelphia Eagles also has 8 games played, 37 solo tackles, 23 assists, 60 tackles for loss, 60 total tackles, my bad. 2 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, and 1 interception. Okay, the Cowboys defense, we talk about the same 2 players week after week. Eric Kendricks and Demarion Overshown. So Kendricks has got 33 solo tackles, 37 assists, 70 total tackles, 2 sacks, 2 fumbles for loss, 1 interception, and 2 forced fumbles. While Overshown, he has 8 games played, 35 solo, 27 assists, 56 total tackles, 2 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, and 1 forced fumble. Injury-wise, the Philadelphia Eagles are pretty much healthy, while the Cowboys are not. Cowboys have played injury-plagued this season, mostly on defensive edge rushers, cornerback, safety. They've had problems all over that defense. And now Dak's going to be out for the season, which ain't too big of a deal because Dak ain't playing worth crap. He ain't played with crap, so it don't matter. Deron Bland is out for the day. Dak's out for the day. Questionable would be Trayvon Diggs, Tyler Guyton, Eric Kendricks, and Micah Parsons. They're all questionable for the day. And as far as the Cowboys, today's game is going to be bad. I don't see the Cowboys scoring more than 10 points, and I don't see the Eagles scoring less than 44 points. So I think today's going to be 44-10 Philadelphia. Philadelphia's just going to run all over the Dallas Cowboys today. They don't even have to throw the ball to win. They won't have to throw not one pass, but they will. They'll throw to A.J. Brown over the top, or they'll throw the ball to frickin' Devontae Smith down the middle. He'll make big plays down there and probably get big yards. So just watch for a few big passing plays and a lot of run it down your throat. Like I said, 44-10, Eagles. Cowboys aren't good. Thank you for watching this video. Please, if you get any value out of this video, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps my little channel. And if you like comedy, check out the Cecil Show. Man, it is funny. You have a great day. Bye.